Hello, Fun Nation. My name is AJ from the Fun Robotics Network. I am here with Team 5216, the E-Ville Empire. We're here and we're going to talk about their climbing that has pistons and automations for just a click of a button, how they can get up to a level 2 climb. Their shooter, which has been nothing but has a waterfall of balls when they have enough going out, and an intake to match it that just touch and owns every single piece of auto ball that they touch. With that, let's get on into it. Landon, we had talked earlier about your guys' climber. Can you give me a little more detail on that?
Yeah, for sure. So our level 2 climber is a multi-stage system. Our first stage of the climb is putting the elevator up, and then we push our claw out, and then we rotate. So this is what an L1 climb would look like. To make that into a level 2 climb, we would then rotate a little bit more and push the elevator back up. That puts us just above that, our bumper is just above that bar. So we hit that L2 climb. And now we have a couple systems to make this more robust. We have 2 chains driving it. The math says it only needs 1, but I don't trust it. And then we have the claw as well as the elevator itself on a 125 to 1 gear ratio. And we actually have these revs brakes on it. So if at any point the output speed surpasses the input speed, then the brakes will lock up, and that's actually what allows us to stay climbed at the end of the match.
Now, it looks like you guys have to line this up a little bit. How do you guys, do you have to do this manually, or is there an easier way for you guys to do this?
So this is actually automatically aligned, and we do have some chamfer here, so that if we get close, it'll suck it right in. But most of it is automatic. Our robot will drive up and just climb. We'll talk about that more a little bit later.
Before we get to our next segment, we'd like to thank the following. True competitors know that every second counts. That's why Kettering University challenges you to dive in right away as a first-year student. Participating in robotics programs helps Kettering students secure a valuable co-op. Whatever your interests, Kettering gives you more space to work faster and win faster. Learn more at kettering.edu/first. Osh Cut is the premier metal cutting service for first teams. No minimum order, options for same-day turnaround, 3D tube laser cutting, and with nearly 500 variations of metal in stock and ready to cut. Just upload a file and claim your 50% off discount when you scan the QR code or go to funroboticsnetwork.com/OSHCUT.
Now, Evan, I believe we were also talking about the shooter a little bit and how you guys have waterfall, you guys are able to keep everything flowing, everything seems to run very smoothly. Can you talk about how you guys have accomplished this?
Yeah, of course. So during the design, we wanted something fast to shoot with, and we realized that just having our swerve drives to shoot like a turret, we could just have stationary shooters instead of turrets. So we decided a 2-shirt design shooter design would be best for shooting the fuel into the hub. After that, we decided that our hopper needed to be big and our robot needed to go under the trench, because if we were to go over the bump, we would land on top of fuel and slide everywhere and get stuck. So our hopper is a pneumatic hopper, 2 pneumatic pistons here on the sides. It's powered by a compressor back here, and that also actuates our intake. Go ahead. So yeah, that does that. The hopper can actually hold 50 balls. We're gonna try the intake here. That works there. And then going into the shooter, we have this live bottom. At first we had some of these West Coast Products rollers, which worked out, they were gonna work, but they were way too heavy. So we switched to some O-ring pulleys, which didn't feed fast enough. So then we switched these welded together / solder together live bottom rollers here. And those work really well for our waterfall into the hub.
Now, I'm seeing a lot of holes in a lot of your side basing. Can you explain why you guys did that?
So we did that to reduce the weight of the robot. When we first weighed in, we were at least 38 pounds over the weight limit. that was a huge problem, and it took us about 3 weeks to get past that. So we put a bunch of holes in the hopper and changed it to this SRPP material, along with our side plates here of our shooter into carbon fiber. And that made our robot much lighter.
Now, everyone's talked about automation quite a lot. Liam, I've been told that you've worked on it.
Okay, I worked a lot on the automation for this robot. I play Factorio in my spare time, so I'm addicted to automation. For one, our entire climbing sequence is automated, obviously. The driver has to press a button depending on which side they want to climb on, and the operator has to confirm it. What the robot will do is it will drive over to a very specific point, pull in the intake, put out the climber, drive on, and there is a limit switch on the inside of our climber here that will press down when we are attached to the support structure. And that will basically tell us we're on, climb as fast as possible. So another thing that was entirely automated was all of our shooting. There are a lot of teams that have done this, but this was also our first year doing this. Our shooter will align to any target that we set it to and spin up the flywheels depending on how far away it is. Depending on where in the field it is, if it's in the neutral zone, it will choose one of the 2 feeding spots we have, depending on which left or right side of the field we're on. Or if we're in our alliance zone, it will just aim for the hub.
Now, you're talking about auto align. How are you guys managing to do that this year?
Okay, last year we had 3 Limelight cameras, 3 Limelight 3s, and they worked pretty well. So we went all in on them this year. We went from 3 Limelight 3s to 5 Limelight 4s, 1 in the center of the shooter, 1 on each side of the hopper, and 2 on the back on a 45-degree angle. These help us get within a millimeter accuracy across the entire field, no matter where we are. And that transitions pretty well into Auto 2, because we can use those exact limelights to line up anywhere on the field, and it will know where it is, and Path Planner will be able to tell it, go here, then go here, come back here, all of the fancy odometry stuff. Another thing that I really wanted is there is actually a lot of automation inside of the programming itself. For example, we have the option to, well, not really an option, but our programming will automatically restructure itself and reformat itself every time it's built or deployed using a program called Spotless. And there's a lot of little things that can go wrong in matches, like these limelights could just be wrong. And we don't want to go out to a match and be all screwed up. So I added something inside of our program also called robot settings, which if you switch one value, for example, auto aim, to true, it will try to fire in the hub. But there is another setting to it where if you set it to false, it will use a manual shooting, which I actually have active right now, so it doesn't fly off of our cart.
This is AJ from Fun Robotics Network here with 5216 with Landon, Liam, and Evan. Thank you guys so much, and good luck with the rest of your competition here at the First in Michigan Midland event.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell to stay up to date on future fun videos. Osh Cut is the premier metal cutting service for first teams. No minimum order, options for same-day turnaround, 3D tube laser cutting, and with nearly 500 variations of metal in stock and ready to cut. Just upload a file and claim your 50% off discount when you scan the QR code or go to funroboticsnetwork.com/OSHCUT. True competitors know that every second counts. That's why Kettering University challenges you to dive in right away as a first-year student. Participating in robotics programs helps Kettering students secure a valuable co-op. Whatever your interests, Kettering gives you more space to work faster and win faster. Learn more at kettering.edu/first.